you are of course correct. It was incredibly mean and even cruel of me to only give you a cursory glance at this pin in the last vlog. For will you look at that pretty turtle? This wool, by the way, is dyed with Campeche. It is a blend of Texel Swifter, Badgerhead and Dutch Spotted Sheep. Or well, a blend, the breed is a mix. I feel like this turtle is at maximum capacity, or almost. I'm going to wind it off and count it, and then tomorrow during my lunch break I can make a new one. For this I'm just going to use my arm as some kind of nitty. For this I will just use my arm as some kind of nitty-noddy. I know it's sad to like unwind the turtle, but we want to know how much meters this is. And I know that one wrap around my arm is approximately 75 centimeters. So by approximation, this is 63 meters of yarn. It's a chain ply, because I did ply on the fly on my little Turkish spindle. Yeah, it's lovely. I can call this skein 4 of To the Fleece, because of course we've got to start every vlog with finishing a skein. And this is a skein 3 of me trying to get through all of that purple fluff. And I've been doing that for over a year now. Here is all 3 of them together. Very pleasantly purple. And I still have quite a bit to go. Now in today's video there will be more spindle spinning. And this is also the reason why this is not a video on Sunday, but a video on Wednesday, because on Friday my husband and I are leaving for a 5-day trip abroad. More specifically, we will be going to Kent. We will be staying in Canterbury and exploring the region of Kent. So I shall not be taking my spinning wheel with me, even though I think the Majacraft is very portable, but I think this is a nice opportunity to do some spindle spinning. And let's talk a little bit about my spindles. I've got them all laid out in front of me so I can talk to you. One of the questions I was asked is, what is my favorite spindle? Does Mama have favorites? And well, I don't think I can pinpoint one specific favorite spindle, but I can pinpoint specific favorite spindles in different categories. So first off, drop spindles. It will not surprise you that it is this one, my little Turkish spindle from Studio Spindle. I don't really have much drop spindles. Next to this one, I have an Ashford and a Louette beginner or student spindle, but hot take, there's nothing beginner about these. If I were to give beginners tips on what spindle to choose, it would never be these, because oh my god, they are heavy. They're like 80 grams or something. Blah, you see, and they drop really fast. They will pull on your yarn really fast. I found these very frustrating. If you want to get started with drop spindle spinning, get yourself a Turkish spindle. Like, do yourself a favor. I find these to be more balanced and nicer. Like, you don't have to get the extremes. Like, this is a 14-gram spindle. This is very lightweight and will make very thin yarns. That might not be what I'd recommend for beginners, but I still recommend the Turkish spindle over one of these hefty boys. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I never use these. They're more for decor than anything. Then I have some clasp/in-hand spindles, the ones that you keep flicking while you're spinning. This is my favorite. This is an antique French spindle. It's just about the weight that I like. Like, I've got some really thin ones as well. Like this one, this is even more lightweight, but you know, this is just old and good. And then I have so many support spindles, because support spindling actually is my favorite type of spindle spinning, because you can just do it seated. It's so very relaxed. And I've got some real beauties from Regenbogenwolle. some Russian spindles that just go really fast. They be zooming. I can't pick between these three, but let's just say that a Russian spindle from Regenbogenwolle is currently my favorite thing in the world. Now, I also recently was gifted this spindle by a friend. I have not yet tested it, but it looks so pretty. The whirl is a replica from, I think, Bronze Age Greece, and well, this might become a favorite, just like this one is also a favorite, just because this was hand turned on the lathe by Etienne. You know, his channel is this one over here, and emotional attachments also make things favorites for me, and I got these from friends. They're special. But I think for the upcoming trip, that's the reason I will make, it's going to be the Regenbogenwolle spindles. This braid of Polworth that I have already done half of. Like, I want to finish the braid of Polworth. I think that's a good goal. Like the yarn, the resulting yarn that I get from this is, let me show you, because I already have spun half of it. This is just so soft and squishy. Boop. Yeah, I want more of it, and I want something that I can wear close next to skin when all of it is finished. So now, this is what I have left of all that yellow roving to spin. And I told you in last Wednesday's video that I was going to spin it like separately on the bobbin and not do weird stuff. But what if I card it once more or twice more so that it is actually neutral as well? And yeah, I can get my gradient with neutral skein. Yeah! So yeah, you did hear that correctly. I will be away from the wheel for 5 days during Tour de Fleece. I had completely forgotten about Tour de Fleece a couple of months ago when we booked this little trip. Even though, you know, all other years I'm like, no, July is not possible because it is Tour de Fleece, but I must have forgotten this year. So yeah, it'll be a spindle heavy week for me, which also, I don't know how much of the Carrie Hill project I'm going to get done, because when we get back, it'll be the 22nd and Tour de Fleece ends the 26th. I am hoping to finish this project today, but that also is not a given. So it could be that like I have 2 days to spin a Carrie Hill skein, maybe? I know, there is Tour de France Femme, and some people extend their Tour de Fleece to the women's races. I might do that, because I really want to get spinning on that Carrie Hill fleece. I am very excited for it. I'm also very excited to make like the tansy dye bath, to make very bright green sweater. Like I've got the plan, and now I foiled my own plans by going on vacation. I also do look forward to spindle spin a little bit. Like, I am coming to terms with the fact that I will not beat my record of nearly 4 kilometers of yarn. That's not going to happen this year, but maybe the most spindle spun yarn of a Tour de Fleece. Yeah, I can aim for that. I think I can aim for that. So that was officially the final bit of yellow roving, of yellow fluff. It is all spun up on these 2 bobbins. Yeah. Now I can't ply these tomorrow, because tomorrow is my monthly crafting get together, and while in theory I could spin there, I'm not going to take my wheel with me. So either I would do some spindle spinning, or maybe what I think I might do is bring my knitting, like the little bear that I showed you 2 vlogs ago. So plying will be for after we've returned from the United Kingdom. So yes, I will also start that vlog with finishing yarn. Anyway, this is where we're at. No more yellow. I will see you tomorrow, maybe, or on Friday, maybe.
What an experience.
So driving in a train. So hi, we have made it to Canterbury. I'm sorry for the audio right now. There is an AC running in this room, and also my husband is taking a shower like 2 meters away from me. We made it to Canterbury, and I think I have spun about half of what I initially thought I was going to spin. Like, there still is this bit left over of the first half of that remainder of Polwarth braid. So, yeah. This is going to get finished, even if it is just the return drive. Luckily, I was kind of already expecting this, so I also brought these 2 bits of fiber, which are just like small bits of fiber that I think, yeah, maybe I can do a smaller project like that. This is a gift. I think there was that is cashgora or merino with cashgora. I don't remember, but the colors are just magnificent, and this is why I picked this one as like second project after the Polwarth is done. And then this is actually like the packing material that Charlene from Regenbogenwolle uses to send her spindles in. So it's some sheep from the Andes. We went to Foxstone Beach when we arrived here because we had some time to spare, and I've got some treasure. I want to show you some bits. So, day 2 in Canterbury, and I did not spin on my support spindle project, but luckily my Turkish spindle is small enough to fit in my purse, and yeah, we made quite a bit of progress on that one. This is actually my first time like really traveling in the UK. I've been to London with school, but I don't really count that as traveling. So yeah, I am very much enjoying being here. It's really nice. I like the atmosphere. Canterbury is a really picturesque city. We did a lot of vintage shopping today. Well, most specifically books. We did all like the charity bookstores and stuff. That was a lot of fun, and I got some really good knitting books out of it. So there were some questions about traveling, so I brought my favorite traveling companion to share some of his opinions and answers to your questions as well. The first question that I remember, because, well, honestly, I forgot my list with questions, so I'm just going straight off memory, is if there was one place that you would like to revisit as it being the first time again, what region or what place would it be?
I think it's going to be the Alsace region. Just because the first time we went there, it was the first time we really visited those castles, or castles in general, together, and a lot of hiking as well. So yeah, it was a special experience, I think, for both of us.
I'm going to say the Ardèche region, because the first time that we visited, I actually was not in a mentally good place. I had a burnout from work, and I would like to revisit those spots again with like a clearer mind. Second question was, if money was not an issue, where would we live?
We?
Or you. Or, well, it's not you, but I'm going to say we.
Okay, yeah, we. Well, if money wasn't an issue, I would just keep living in Belgium, I think. But travel a lot. That's what I like to do most, but I wouldn't want to per se live anywhere else.
I agree, but also, like, a second house maybe in a very mountainous region in France. Or like, Spain. Like, Catalonia.
Oh, yeah. Nah, France.
Yeah, France.
France.
Like, I agree. Continue living in Belgium, because there's nothing wrong with living in Belgium. It's very nice to be living in Belgium. Travel a lot, but maybe have like a second abode on a mountain in France.
Yeah, and someone to look after the sheep when we're not there.
Send in your CV. So that is the first half of that Polworth done. And you know, my mantra about this kind of fiber management. I like big cups and I cannot lie. And I'll show you also without the backlighting. Nice. Very nice. So now we've got this much left of that initial 100 grams braid. And here is an empty spindle. So you know what we're going to do next. Start spinning. Have I shown you my support spindle bowl for this trip? It's this beautiful shell that was also like deco patched and then painted by Kathleen from Spindle and Wool. I don't know, it's got a little, it's a little bit broken, so I'm trying to be careful with it, so to not break it any further, because shells, by the way, easiest, cheapest support spindle bowl that you can find. I mean, if you have an ocean nearby, that is. progress was made on both spinning projects. Yay! I mostly show you this one because this new car has a dashboard that is not as ideal to film on as the old car had. So, but yeah, there was quite a bit of support spindle spinning in the car today. And then when not in the car, it was a Turkish one. And can I ask you, English people, a question? What's up with the serving sizes? Neither for lunch or for dinner I could finish my plate. Like half of it would have been enough. Or is it just a thing for touristy sites in Kent? I don't know, but it was a lot of food. So much food. Someone wanted to know what was on my number one on the list of fibers sheep breeds that I still wanted to try, that I haven't tried yet, and I've got many of them on that list. But knowing that we were coming to Kent, of course, I had to come here to Romney Wools, to Romney Marsh Farms and get me some Romney fleece. Now that was my number one priority. Yeah. 500 grams in the trunk of the car. Very, very, very good. And look at them, they're so cute. And this is the fleece. Look at those scrumptious locks. There was a colored one. I was actually more looking for a colored one, but that just didn't look as scrumptious as this one, so yeah, I had to. And then I also bought 2 skeins of merino yarn. It's 100% British merino. This is, don't tell her, but this is a birthday gift for Shenanigans in Motion. Because she likes merino a lot, because it doesn't itch for her. And a skein of grey Romney lamb's wool. My husband also got some stuff. I wasn't the only one shopping at Romney Wools. Hand and body lotion. Soap. And then baby booties as a gift for a friend. And then in Tenterden we also run across a little yarn store. So I got some of this and then the same one in this color. And all over the week we've been amassing a lot of books. Except for like this one, all of them are new, and also in an Oxfam store. Recycled banana fiber yarn. I don't know what it exactly is. Recycled banana yarn. It's not that getting English literature in Belgium is hard. It's just also not easy. So we're really stocking up on some books. Okay, and today's progress. Not so much on the Turkish spindle, only this bit of singles that you see here. But there is quite a lot of progress on the support spindle project. As you can see, I don't know if you still remember how much there was on the spindle yesterday, but this is all the fluff that there is left to do. So yeah, I will have this finished, like plied and all, before we will put feet again on Belgian soil tomorrow. And I'm very happy with that. Like, this fluff was a gift, a True to Fleece exchange package from, I think, 2 or 3 True to Fleeces ago. 2, I guess. Yeah, 2. And I'm finally getting around to spinning this. It's such nice fiber. Why is there always so little time? So much fiber, so little time. Like, when I was buying the Romney fleece earlier today, my husband was like, oh, but she said she has more fleeces. And I'm like, but I don't need more fleeces because have you seen my stash? Have you seen my stash? But just the same reason why on Wednesday I will start spinning the Carry Hill. New fleece is just so enticing. So enticing. About the word new, I want to say another thing. I just said like a couple minutes ago that the books that were in that cold red box were new. Well, they're new to us, but they're all secondhand because, oh my god, England, especially, and maybe like specifically Kent, all those charity shops. Yeah, if Belgium, if my city had so much charity shops with so much lovely second-hand books, I would have a massive storage problem. Yeah, my husband and I just have been visiting little cities and just checking out all of the second-hand books, and we found some really nice ones that I'm very excited about. Mostly we do like history trips and stuff, but that's been on the back burner this trip, like so much book shopping. If you're interested, I might do a book haul next vlog, because I will like have to come home tomorrow and immediately start editing this. That's how tight the planning is. Anyway, I think I'm going to spin a little bit more, so that maybe tomorrow on the train I can do another project, like a new project. Currently, Dries is charging the car so that hopefully we can just spear one way to Belgium now. No unnecessary stops, because it will be late when we arrive home and I still need to edit this, of course. Yeah, so we're leaving England, and I know that I promised you kind of a longer vlog because I thought that was going to happen because it's more days, but I do realize I didn't talk all that much on this vlog. That's because one, we were doing so many things, and two, I forgot my list of questions. That was not the best kind of planning that I did beforehand. So if you were expecting a super long video and it is not, and I'm very, very sorry. I'm now like nearing the end of this braid of Polworth. I think I will then try and make a plying bracelet so that the spindles don't roll around in the car while we're traveling. The car is doing all kinds of weird stuff. Applying ball, not applying bracelet, because that would be ridiculous to have 50 grams of fiber in a plying bracelet. Applying ball, and that's what you were trying to say. But yeah, I do think that England will be a more frequent destination for us. I liked it a lot. I do have my passport now, so like maybe before that expires. Good news, everyone! We just passed, well, the English side of border control. We're now waiting for the French side, but I have finished spinning my singles. Let's ball them up. Let's ball them up. Let's ball them up. Okay, so Le Chateau has finally been reached and is finally moving. We are having 1 hour of delay, and as you can see, that was efficiently spent. This is how much I already got plied. Now 1 hour of delay. I do hope I still get to edit this vlog tonight. Otherwise I might have to do an emergency thing and make this a Thursday vlog. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll get up really early tomorrow morning to finish, or I'll make this a Thursday vlog. I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, there was, how did they say it? An unexpected reduced number of trains. That's a weird thing of saying that, like, well, unexpectedly we have less trains than we expected. Like, was there a defect? A damaged train? Or did you just not count your trains well enough? Did one of the trains just go up in smoke? It's a mystery. We shall never know. We are now somewhere in Belgium. Yes, again charging the car. Look at this voluptuous, sexy, thick cup. However, I think that's about as much as this spindle can hold, because it's starting to fall over when I'm trying to ply this yarn and like attacking me and stuff. So I guess I'm going to break the yarn here and then ply the rest on one of the other spindles. It's good to be home again, and I just saw something really good news. My boat is bouncing back. Ooh, yeah. Very nice, very nice. And during our return trip, which, by the way, fun fact, today is the national holiday of Belgium, 21st of July, on which we commemorate the inauguration of our first king, who made the same trip that we just did. Also came from England. Yeah, so on that trip, which was the same as King Leopold I's, although not entirely the same because he came by boat and he landed in the Panne, doesn't matter, I finished plying this much yarn. How much this actually is, I will count tomorrow. But then I also still have this much singles on one of the spindles. So yeah, that's going to get plied tomorrow maybe as well, or at least somewhere in the rest of this week. I thought that this 5-day trip might put me really behind in numbers, but I think this is a lot of yarn. That these are both going to be like mini spindle chunguses. Yeah, I did spin a lot. That's evident. That's a lot of yarn. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll count that, and then we can continue with our wheel spinning shenanigans once more. I'm looking forward to that. And of course, to round off, here is what Team Chaos Goblin has been doing the past week. And if you want to follow along for the rest of Tour de Fleece, or if you just like these kind of fiber shenanigans, then maybe you could like, comment or subscribe, but of course that is all up to you. And as for me, I will see you in a next video. But before we do that, here is the rest of the Tour de Fleece playlist. Bye!